Someone looked at a normal bike and said, nah, 2 wheels aren't enough. I want 3. Hence the 1330cc triple touring comfort with enough storage to pack a small apartment. And the craziest part, the owner, David, brought it all the way from Canada to Kenya. He also used to have a smaller version. That's until he hit a moose. Yeah, a moose. We will be diving onto this amazing bike. Let's get into it. This is a 2019 Can-Am Spyder RT Limited, the touring spec 3-wheel from BRP, that's Bombardier Recreational Products. Today, we're doing 2 things. 1, we're reviewing it properly, and then we'll get the owner's experience, bringing a Spyder from Canada to Kenya and adapting to riding here. And 2, we're getting the owner's real story, why he went bigger, what it cost him in stress to import it, and whether he'd do it again. So we're going to get a detailed review about the bike from the owner himself. So where should we start?
Okay, well, we'll start with the options on this bike. This is a Can-Am Spyder 2019 RT Limited. Basically, RT is road touring. So basically, this is a paddle shift automatic. So basically, to shift the gears, you would push this button at a certain RPM, and it will shift upwards. It does automatic downshift as well when you're slowing down, but if you need the extra power and you need to pass something, you can do a forced downshift as well. Then you can accelerate as well with the throttle. There is only, if you notice, there's no clutch here and there's no gear shifter. It's an automatic. So automatic brake bike. Basically, it has the standard features of the horn and all that on this side. It has a power windscreen that goes up and down, as well as have options for heated controllers at the back, heated seats, heated hand grips for those cold nights, if we do have cold nights there. Basically, there's a backrest. This is optional. I added this because for a long ride you need this. It has speakers in the back for the passenger, as well as me. We can also transmit through our helmets if we don't want to have any road noise as well. We can talk. I can actually push the button and talk to the person behind me as well, or push the talk button. There's controllers at the back here for the heat as well as the radio.
Okay.
For the passenger as well. Basically, my odometer is set up in kilometers for Kenya. It can be converted to miles per hour. Basically, it has all the features of Bluetooth and stuff like this on the right-hand side, and the other side is my range and kilometers as well. So basically, this is a 6-speed automatic. Basically, what's I gonna get this here? Basically, it has a CarPlay ride. Basically, this mirrors my cell phone. Basically, I don't have to touch my cell phone, so if any incoming messages come in, I can read them. Or if my phone rings, I can actually push my button on my headset and talk directly on my phone. So basically, it's a mirror image. Google Maps, everything is on there as well on this bike. And on the right-hand side, on this side here, there's one central brake pedal that controls all 3 wheels at the same time, along with the factory Brembo brakes. Basically, that's pretty well it for those options. It has power steering. Actually, would you believe this has power steering? It's a power steering as well. You wouldn't know it, but there's it's a variable power steering system. It's called DPS, dynamic power steering system on this bike.
And it goes till 260, its top speed.
Well, the top speed of this is 207.
Okay.
It's rated for 207. It's about in miles per hour. I don't know exactly, but I'm in kilometers. But 207, you'll never hit 207.
Yeah.
Not nowhere. Comfortably at 207, the tree line is a blur.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bit craziness though, but it has the standard features like a car almost, and it has free air conditioning, of course.
Okay. What have you customized on this specific bike?
Basically, what I've customized, I customize mainly for visibility. Like on my indicators, if you notice on my fenders, you'll see my fender lights here. They actually go across. They actually used to be reflectors, but when
Okay.
you're beside a car
Yeah.
on the highway, going 110 kilometers an hour, they can't
Makes
see you.
sense.
They don't see your intentions. I do have indicators here, which is factory,
Yeah.
but I added those for more visibility.
Yeah.
And on the back here, I've added a solid reflector as well for visibility as well. It used to be reflectors. So I did a few upgrades here and there. In the back, I've actually put in LED light bulbs in the back. So if somebody says they can't see me, they shouldn't be riding. They shouldn't be driving their car because it's pretty
Probably
bright.
blind.
Yeah, it's pretty blinding.
Yeah.
And I also have the optional high mount light, which has the indicators as well as the brake lights. And also the other thing I put on here, I have a brake pulsator. This one here, when you put the brake on, you'll see it flash rapidly 4 times, and then 3 times, and then 2, and then solid.
Okay.
It's sort of like that signals my intention of stopping as well.
Yeah.
So those are some of the small upgrades besides the cup holder here and a cup holder here. I added this, and I added this in the front here. So basically, if I wanted to put air in my tires, I can put my compressor up there, charge my cell phone. I can have a few things here as well. So basically, it's pretty well complete for everything. It's almost like a car in a sense,
Yeah.
but not a car.
Storage. Let's talk
There's
about
lots of storage. Lots of storage. Okay, so basically, this bike has a lot of storage. It has storage here. It has storage here. It has storage here.
Oh, wow.
And it has storage here. So there is lots of storage potential for this vehicle. If you pack it right, you can. If you have soft luggage, you can comfortably go 2 or 3 nights with what you have in this bike.
Okay.
Unless you have a person who likes to travel a lot with a lot of luggage, but it is fairly deep.
This is pretty a lot as it is. Random question though.
Yes.
If someone was to carry cabbages on this bike, how many do you think we can fit?
Actually, I tried and I can get 81.5 cabbages in it.
Okay, that's fine. We can do that. We can work with that. What about the tires? I see they're different. The 2 in the front and the 1 in the back.
Basically, what I've done is what a lot of people tend to do. I'm running motorcycle tires in the front because they're a softer rubber composition, and the sidewalls are softer, so it's better to have motorcycle tires in the front. But in the back, I'm on what they consider the dark side. I'm running a car tire in the back, and the reason why is because the factory tire doesn't last very long, because as the tire goes faster on highway speeds, it tends to become like a balloon a bit, and it wears the middle out. Even if the car is even if the bike is perfectly aligned, it finishes the tire in like 10,000 kilometers. It's worn out. This will give me about 30,000 kilometers on the tire. I just run it at a little bit lower pressure, so I get to try and get the flexibility. And actually, I really haven't noticed much difference, because on my bike in Canada, I'm running a bike tire, and I'm running a car tire here, and I don't notice the difference at all, really. And I've been in all different categories here, rain and everything. I haven't been, of course, we don't ride in snow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. What about the engine? Tell me about the engine.
The engine in this is a Rotax engine made by Bombardier Recreational Products, BRP, and it's made in Austria, this engine. It's a 1330cc.
How has the riding experience been? The controls, the comfort, everything.
Actually, it's been quite good, the comfort and controls right now. It's pretty well everything on this bike is at your fingertips. The first few times you ride it, you're not scared. You're fumbling for where the indicator is. You're honking the horn where you're trying to put the indicator is, because everything is so tightly close together. But after a while, you get used to it, and it's brain memory. You just know where everything is, and
Becomes second nature.
it comes second nature. You know where everything is, and
Yeah.
in the lane position too, especially me coming from a left-hand drive country. I don't have the steering wheel on the other side as a reference. I have to remember to stay on the other side because the bike it doesn't know left or right. It's the operator. So I have to constantly remember, okay, into the roundabout this way, not this way. If you visualize this without wheels, this is actually a Sea-Doo, one of the jet skis you actually find in the ocean, and actually will say Sea-Doo on the side, say Bombardier Sea-Doo. So basically, that's for the water, and this one's for the land. So basically, this company makes a lot of things. Besides that, they make airplanes and locomotives as well as on-road, off-road ATVs as well. So basically, you do actually have these here, but in a small sense, not on the road.
Open road beneath my eye. Can-Am Spyder.
What made you buy your first bike in the first place?
Well, what made me buy my first bike was I actually belonged to a motor vehicle club, a Miata club, which is a MX-5, and I always had a bike when I was younger, and I said, you know what, I need a bike as I grow, into my sunset years. So basically, I've been following the Can-Am Spyder, and due to a medical condition, I can no longer ride two wheels. So basically, the three wheels was the way to go, and I said, well, if I can be in the Miata club, I'm going to be in the motorcycle club.
Yeah.
So basically, I was searching around and all that, and I really love the way this bike is laid out and the look and feel and how automated this bike is. It's just pretty well, you just gas and go and a few things, and that's the way it goes.
You also had one before this one. What happened to that one?
Well, I did have a 2016 same thing, RT Limited as well, and I was touring up in the Muskokas in Northern Ontario. And when I came back, I left a day early. And as I was into the fringe of the park, I knew there was moose and wild animals around because it's like a park, sort of like Amboseli, Masai Mara. So animals roam freely. So basically, I was on alertness, and the animal jumped out of a driveway, crossed my path, me going 80 kilometers an hour, which is the set speed limit. I'm looking left and right. And basically, the animal darted in front of me about 30 feet away, and I made the executive decision, which they say do not swing left or right. It's try and avoid it. Well, I'm a motorcycle. I'm not a car. So basically, I took the chance that there was no cars. I veered left and I charged towards the moose. As I charged towards the moose met me in the right front corner, landed on the windscreen, and bent the frame and basically stopped me to a dead stop at 80 kilometers an hour. It was pretty frightening that day, but I managed to survive and walk away. The police said they don't know how I did it. They said buy a lottery ticket. I did and win. So I guess I'm going to count my blessings again. I think I used them all on that one day and recalculate again.
So after that, personally, I would have quit. Instead of quitting, you went bigger with Spyders. Why?
Well, as the saying goes, when you fall off your horse, you get back up.
Or you can sell the horse.
Or you can sell the horse. But you know what? I love this bike so much that I say, you know what? I have to get another one. And I was part of the bike riding groups and all that stuff. And it's to ride a bike, whether it's two wheels or three wheels, it's an experience. It's all about the ride, as they say.
Yeah.
And the wind therapy and how when you're on your bike, you just forget about all your debts and everything else. You go for it. And that feeling I have, because I used to be on the water. I used to have the equivalent one Sea-Doo, which is the watercraft. So doing my medical, I can no longer be on the water, and basically this is the next best thing for me. So I decided to stay on land. So now I'm touring around either on rainy days and stuff like that. Well, I tried to be a toss-up between the bike and the Miata. So basically, this is my preference right now, is the bike touring.
Okay. So before you bought this bike, what features did it for you? What sold you? The comfort, the storage, what sold you for
Actually,
the RT Limited?
The RT Limited, what sold me was the color. I drove 400 kilometers just for this color.
Oh, wow.
It's a unique color. You could have bought any other color, but I wanted a color that stands out, especially even though I'm this big, people still don't see me on the road. They still think I'm a bug, and trucks will still come into my lane, even though I'm wearing fluorescent and I'm orange. But I do like bright colors. Like my car is red, and I like orange. That's the main thing.
So how is the 1330 compared to your previous Spider?
Actually, they were almost identical. Some slight changes cosmetically, but the same engine drivetrain. But the
Okay.
1330, it produces quite enough power to pass most vehicles on the road comfortably. Since it's automatic and this vehicle is computer controlled pretty well, there's really not much to do. It's you accelerate, you paddle shift up, automatic downshift. There's one brake pedal that controls the bike for brakes, so it's pretty well. Like somebody is really fearful of riding a bike, this is the one to go for.
So now we're actually in Kenya. What was the plan when you thought, let me come to Kenya with my bike?
Well, I'm almost in my retirement age, so I was ready to bring this here, and this is part of my retirement, actually sitting right here. So basically, I wanted to tour Kenya and in Africa to a certain extent. My wife does not ride, so I usually take my in-laws or my nephew that they like riding. So basically, the idea is just get on the highway. This is a highway cruiser, so I love cruising on the highway, and basically experiencing different things, different locations. Sometimes I can drive 300-400 kilometers for a cup of tea, and people think I'm crazy, but it's about the ride. I don't know sometimes where I'm going even. I just get on and say I'm going for the day, and I come back, and it's crazy. It's what the amount of kilometers I put on.
What were the headaches? I'm pretty sure there were headaches bringing it to Kenya, importing it.
The main headache I had was trying to get it here was, since it's not a new bike, I brought it as a used, as a 2019, it's dangerous goods now. It's considered dangerous goods because it has fuel, even if the fuel is not there, or battery, that. So I had to get it approved as dangerous goods, get it crated. It had to be a certain crate, certain dimensions. So actually in my hometown, we actually had a guy custom build me a crate. And then the plan was to truck it to Montreal. And then it was put on a British Airways flight as cargo, dangerous goods cargo declared. So basically, I landed in Kenya with British Airways, and then this actually landed pretty well at the same time. It was in the cargo hold of the next plane. And then once it landed, ended up at Swissport in the crate. And everybody was wondering at JKIA, what is this declared motor vehicle
Yeah.
with danger stickers all around it sitting at Swissport?
Yeah.
So that was like, everybody was like wondering every day, who's the owner of this of this box? What's in this box?
But what was the most expensive part about all that?
The most expensive part was paying twice.
Twice.
Twice. I inadvertently, I had a shipper from Kenya do all the paperwork and everything else, and he ran away. All my money, everything gone. So basically, I had to pay a second time to bring the bike. And this guy was accredited and everything else. He was in the up and up and everything else. And he knew the rules and regulations. And he was actually in the Better Business Bureau and everything else. So he was good. So then by the time the bike was coming, it was sitting in Canada, not moving. I was like, what's happening here? So basically, I had to pay a second time to bring the bike. So basically, I've lost that money. But, it's one of those things. But it's here now.
So if I personally wanted to import, or someone else wanted to import this, what are the 3 things they should prepare for?
If they want to import a new unit, it's far easier than doing a used unit.
Okay.
The duty on this, of course, on something like this would be like $1,000,000 depending on the value.
Okay.
And the engine size doesn't really matter because it's a motorcycle. Basically, the new ones come already crated already. So if you get a new one, it comes crated already from the factory. The windscreen and everything's already off. You just bring it and that's it. It won't be declared dangerous goods. It'll be all assembled. So basically, you put it together.
Okay.
That's the main
That's
thing.
one.
Yeah.
I said 3 things.
Oh, 3 things.
Yeah, to prepare for.
Okay. The second one is when it lands at the airport, you're only given so many days.
Okay.
Okay, the thing is this. I was contemplating bringing it in Mombasa, and the problem with Mombasa is it gets there. I have to put it in a container by itself. I say, well, it's the same price as shipping it as flying it. So I actually just flew on the airplane, right? So then I'll have to go to Mombasa, stay in Mombasa, clear Mombasa, figure out all his logistical stays and get in there and everything else. So then basically I said, you know what, let's put on the airplane, and I just picked up the airport one day. So basically, that was the main thing. And the third thing is, it takes about a week or two for it to clear it. They have to make sure it's not stolen with Interpol and the logbook and everything from Canada and everything else. And basically, by the time this vehicle got out of the shed at Swissport, an additional 250,000 was added to my bill because it went over the days by about 3 days. It was almost 100,000 a day storage. So you have to be ready with your documents.
Yeah.
If you delay and KRA and everything else is not in order,
Yeah.
you're gonna have per diem. And that's like, well, it's here. I have to pay it now.
Yeah.
I can't send it back.
Yeah.
So I ended up paying all these extra fees and that, and the loss from the beginning. So it's an experience, but it was worth it. It was worth. In the end,
Seems
it's worth it. It's here.
Yeah.
It's here.
Also, as a Canadian rider, there must be very many differences on Kenyan roads, especially. So, what have you picked up on?
Well, in Canada, we drive on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
And
what about the culture here?
The culture here is bikes are secondary. You know, in Canada, it's a little more forgiving. You know, they're taught that the bikes are on the road, and there's signs posted everywhere. Beware of motorcycle. Check your blind spots and everything else. And there are a lot because we have winter right now, so we're not riding right now. But during the summer, there's many bike groups. There's Harley group. There's Yamaha group, Honda group, there's touring groups. So you'll find a whole bunch of touring groups all around, and we just wave at each other, you know, we all just have this etiquette amongst ourselves. You know, like certain bikes go certain ways and certain bikes go certain ways. We all go to a coffee house, we have our lunch, you know, or we go for the day for a ride, a group ride. And that's it, that's the main thing. But the main thing though on the highway and that, you don't tend to get forced off the roads and stuff like that. The roads, people really respect the rules of the road. They don't drive on sidewalks. They don't drive in reverse on the wrong way. You know, and that's with 2 wheels or 3 wheels. You know, the motorcycles are pretty well respected, but you still get a lot of people lately. I don't know what's happening, but a lot of people don't see you a lot. You know, I mean, especially on the highway. And a lot of these bikes are powerful. Like this top speed of this bike is like 207 kilometers an hour. In Canada or here, it'll never hit 207. You know? Our rated speed on the highway is 110 kilometers per hour. The power in this bike is more than enough to get me in and out of a situation. And actually, I've used the power of this bike in Kenya to get me out of a dangerous situation because, you know, I had to get out. They wouldn't let me in, or somebody's coming at me. I have to move out of the way.
Yeah.
And I have that. I can snap the throttle and move. So it has its advantages. But in Canada, I'm on the 401, which is the busiest highway in the world. That's what I'm understanding. It's got like 16 lanes across, and there's trucks and trailers and everything else, and it's just a bit mayhem. So there's actually training schools for these motorcycles. There's 3-wheel, there's 2-wheel, but mainly there's a 3-wheel course. And once you get your 3 wheels, then you're good to go.
What about fuel consumption? Has it been for you?
Actually, the fuel consumption here is not bad. It takes premium fuel.
Okay.
It doesn't, the computer does not like regular fuel. It will compensate and you lose horsepower. But the premium fuel, it works well. This averages about 10.5 liters per 100 kilometers at about 120 kilometers an hour. It's a top speed. It's not top speed, it's speed it likes to be at its comfort level for the bike is what 110 to 120, and that's where it has the best economy. Eco mode, I never drive eco mode because the government puts eco mode for emissions, but it wears the engine out faster. So I drive in regular mode, and that's it. Actually, I had this thing up in the Rift Valley area, and actually it has better fuel economy. Actually, maybe because of colder, dense air, whatever it is. It was running better actually, and it prefers up there than down here at this level of altitude.
I'm pretty sure you get looks here compared to Canada. How's that been for you?
Here everybody really likes this bike, and everybody gives me this. They stop me, especially the Kenya police. They stop me quite a bit. I'm always thinking I'm doing something wrong, but then I got to know that they just want to know about my bike, and how it's here and everything else, and actually, it's funny. they never ask anybody about the road license or anything else. But me, they always look at my road license and insurance and everything else. So that's okay. Like I don't mind. It is what it is. I follow the rules. So basically, a lot of times people stop me and ask me about my bike anywhere I go, and it's always you know, if I could have made money taking pictures on Prayer Day, I probably could have made like $500,000 with charging people sitting on my bike and taking pictures. People just wanted to, it's because it's uniqueness. Actually, in Canada, it's also unique to a certain extent because not everybody has these bikes because they call this a toy. A lot of people say this is your toy. It's not really my toy. I use this because I cannot use two wheels anymore.
Yeah.
So this is my going around, and I really like this bike.
Yeah.
And the one I have in Canada as well. But basically, I'm always getting stopped here. It's constantly evolving, and basically, it's good for that. Yeah.
So far, all your experiences over the years, would you do it again if you had to start over, or you do things differently?
I'll do it a little bit differently, but I would do it again. In fact,
What
I
would
have
you do differently?
people offer me to buy my bike instantly, cash. I'm like, no. After all it took to get it here, I want to enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah.
And once that, then I'll consider bringing more. If some people want to bring one or whatever, I can help them bring one. But there's a lot of logistics involved, and a lot of you have to be ready to pay the money. You can't just sit there, because if you wait, you're going to lose your bike either to KRA, the airport, or something, or somewhere along the lines. It's expensive, but once it's here, it's done.
If someone came to ask, who is this perfect for? Who should buy one of these, and who shouldn't even dare?
Okay, so basically, we have a few categories why people want to ride it. A lot of times it's somebody who had two wheels, and they were forced to migrate to three wheels. Actually, one of my friends he actually is an amputee. He lost his leg in an accident, so he actually has to basically drive three wheels. He can't drive two wheels anymore. So basically, he was forced. So some people are forced into a three-wheel situation if they want to keep riding. They modified his Spyder, so he has brakes on the handle grip because he has lost use of one leg. So basically, that's it. And the other one is, we have a lot of people in my group who are in the 60s and above. They want to ride, but they're too scared because they're medically unwell for balance. So they buy one of these and they just tour around. And their idea is just to tour around with their husband and that, and cruise Canada or US, whatever it is. So they would do that too. And then the other one is people are just scared at all. They're scared of two wheels, and this is a much stable machine. This machine weighs about 500 kilos. So it's very stable, and it's computer controlled. The computer basically controls the whole bike. So basically, since it's automatic and that, one brake pedal for the whole thing. So basically, if you do spirited driving, some people like spirited driving, the computer will correspond and say you're a little bit too spirited, and it will compensate and basically slow you down and saying don't be doing that. So basically, you really can't get into trouble too much. But of course, there's always people there with programs to override these controls, so you can actually spin the tires, do wheelies, and all that stuff if you circumvent the navigation stuff that's on this unit.
And who shouldn't buy this? I'm curious.
Who shouldn't buy this?
Yeah. It's a bad idea.
Well, it's a bad idea if you don't want to fix a bike, because bikes inherently have to fix. Like I'm a technician by trade, so I do all my own repairs. I'm not scared of fixing this bike. But somebody who's not conversant and has to take it to somebody to fix it, it can get very expensive real fast. And also the other thing is, somebody who wants to use it as a daily driver, it wouldn't be as a daily driver. This is more of a touring bike. Somebody who wants to just get out on a highway and go, and not use it to go to work. To go to work with this thing, it's not really a to go to work bike. So basically, it's a weekend bike for somebody, or going out in the countryside and stuff like that. So that's the best thing for this.
What kind of things have you worked on? Is this one of your biggest projects? What has been your favorite so far?
Basically, I'm a motor vehicle, truck, bus, coach technician, and I'm also a motorcycle technician as well. I've been doing this now since 1982. So I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff as well, basically tearing things down to zero and putting it back and forth. But basically, the most enjoyment I get is working on my own vehicle. Basically tearing this thing down to zero and rebuilding it back up. it's almost enjoyable as riding the unit itself. Basically, I've torn it down 2 or 3 times here already. I torn it down 3 days ago as well. Basically for maintenance, a lot of the stuff just to do this headlight here, you have to take the whole front clip off. There's no way to get your hand in there unless you have like baby hands. There's no way to get your hand in there. So basically, you got to take the whole thing off. It basically looks like it's destroyed.
Yeah.
And somebody says, "You destroyed your bike." I said, "No, I'm repairing it."
Yeah.
So basically, it's small stuff here and there, and you need special scanners for this. It's not regular like OBD like a car. So I have a special programmer that you can actually reset things and relearn things, and steering position is very critical because if the steering wheel is a little bit off on this bike, the braking is going to be off, and the computer is going to think you're turning and apply the brakes on you, so you can actually go into limp mode. And when this bike is in limp mode, you can't drive it.
Yeah.
It basically is limp home mode. It's called limp home mode. Basically, it allows you to get home, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And when you get home, it doesn't run no more.
I don't think we've talked about the towing capacity on this bike.
Basically, on this bike, the trailer hitch is connected to the swing arm. So as the swing arm goes up and down, the trailer hitches, which is here, there's a ball here, is 1 7/8, pretty well the maximum size you can put on this. And the trailer, with everything, is usually slightly over 200 kilos, about 220 to 250, depending what you do with it, with the passenger as well, and the full load of fuel as well. Actually, it's so light, the trailer that I pull, I forget, unless I look at my mirror, I'm pulling the trailer. The bike doesn't even know it's there. It doesn't do anything. The economy doesn't really change too much. It pretty well just goes with the flow and it follows me.
And this didn't come with the original bike. You installed it.
I installed that here. I shipped
Yeah.
this actually to Kenya, and I installed it myself here to decide that if I go touring and if I have a group of me, what I normally do in Canada as well, when I have a group of people, not everybody has a trailer hitch or a trailer, and if we have a group of 10 people, I'll bring their luggage and I'll bring some water, I'll bring their supplies I'm their sort of like their helper. I'll help bring their stuff so that if they want to travel and they don't have enough room in their bike, I'll actually bring them along with my trailer along as well. So it'd be 2 or 3 of us with trailers.
Do we have groups like that in Kenya, like the ones for spiders to tour together?
No, not that I know. I haven't really seen any groups like this. I do know there are touring groups around in Kenya, but mainly some of them are on-road, off-road. And me, of course, I have to be on-road. I can't be off-road.
Yeah.
So all the roads have to be tarmac for me. I can go on Marin Road and stuff like that, but I can't because there's a rubber belt, and if a rock gets in the belt, it would destroy the belt, and I'm on the side of the road. But basically, no. One of my things I want to do is actually get enough spiders here and have a little tour group. And if things work out, right now there's tour groups all around the world right now, even for the Miata Club and stuff like that. What they do is you land in the country and you grab your car or your motorcycle and you go touring. So they have them all ready to go, and you just go around with your friends you fly with. So that everything is sit there ready to go, and you just tour around. So yeah, this is a very feasible project to do. The highways actually in Kenya for the last 20 years are getting really, really good. Of course, occasional pothole here and there, but every country has the same problem. There's nothing new. You just got to be aware of your surroundings all around and defensive driving.
You can be the technician for the group.
I'm usually when I go in the group, they know I'm the technician.
Yeah.
Like in this bike, I have a compressor pump, spare tools. I have spare everything to do the basic stuff on this bike. So I shouldn't get stranded unless something catastrophic happens. I'll fix the bike on the side of the road.
I think the good thing about this bike in specific as well, some bikes for someone like me who's shorter and they're really heavy. But since it's on 3 wheels, it's easy to manage even if it's you said 500 kilos.
500 kilos.
Yeah. So I think that's one good thing about Spyder.
I have some people in our group.
Yeah.
They're maybe about 5'4" and maybe about 110 pounds, and they ride in these. And,
5'4". That's, guys, I'm like 5'5".
So it's pretty close. They're pretty close. But also too, if you have the super tall person on this bike here, basically you can raise and lower the platform.
Oh, it moves.
Because the guy is 6'5" and he's your paying passenger.
Yeah.
his legs will be in your back. So you lower it down for him. And if you don't have anybody, you can put that up and just leave it alone. I can take this off as well. Some additions, like I have one in Canada as well. I can remove this off and make it into a soft tail. So it actually looks like a sport bike. So you have an option on some of the newer bikes to remove the whole thing. You do lose your speakers and you lose your backrest, but there's options for different applications.
Last but not least,
Yes.
how much does a unit like this go for? Let's start with new, and then you can tell us used as well.
A new unit, like a limited edition RT LTD, is roughly around 42,000 or more, depending on your options. So basically, based on the currency, whatever it is, it's probably around 4.5 million shillings, Kenya shillings, to get one brand new. A used unit, which still complies the 8-year rule for Kenya to import it, you're probably talking about 2.5 million to be able
Till
to
it
bring
gets
one in.
here.
Yeah, so you'll probably get a 2021, 2022 Sea to Sky or RT LTD unit here for about 2.5, and then the duty approximately is about 1 million, because they'll work it onto US dollars, so it works about 1 million shillings. So your bike is about 3.5 million landed in Kenya. Plus, you have to factor transportation
Yeah.
and logistics. So that's probably about another 700,000 right there for logistics.
Insurance. What does insurance look like?
Insurance basically on this is roughly, with the trailer, about 10,000. It actually costs me more to insure the trailer in Kenya than it does the bike. It's really strange. I don't know how they calculate it, but basically the bike full coverage with comprehensive is about
US.
20,000 a year. 20,000 with comprehensive. Basic insurance without comprehensive is about 4,000 a year on this bike.
4,000 shillings.
4,000 shillings, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for telling us about your bike.
Thank you.
Promises you'll be back for another video showing us you have other bikes you
Yes.
mentioned. You can bring them back. We can talk about them, feature them, maybe even go on a road trip.
Yeah, we'll
See
have
how it
a little
goes?
convoy.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So thank you for subscribing. We will be back with more videos like this. Anything with an engine, Overdrive, subscribe.